Have you ever thought about how powerful your imagination is? What if I told you that the ideas you have in your head had the potential to mold your reality? They could appear ephemeral and subjective. Many people hold the view that everything exists in the world's objective reality, which is entirely the product of human imagination. As your imagination takes the form of your real events, your life is only a reflection of your imaginative activity. The idea of taking control of what already exists within of you and turning it into an objective reality will be discussed in this article. Let's explore the power of your imagination further and how it might assist you in creating the reality you want. It's crucial to realize that the objective reality of the world is not entirely a product of human imagination. Independent of our thoughts and opinions, the outside world exists. But our perspective of the world and the experiences we have in it are shaped by our thoughts and beliefs. You must first recognize that you own the power to construct your reality in order to subjectively take control of what already exists inside of you and turn it into an objective reality. You need to realize that your experiences in life are a reflection of your mental activity, and that you may influence your circumstances by changing the way you perceive things in your head. You must express your desires to yourself in the present tense and firmly believe that they are possible. Your imagination is the active, creative force inside of you that enables you to manifest your wishes in the world around you through your ideas and beliefs. It's crucial to understand that God, who is your awareness, is the dynamic and creative force that resides within you. God cannot declare, "I shall be rich," or "I was rich," since His eternal name is I Am. You must make a claim for what you want to be aware of right this second and believe it. Your reasoning mind and senses might object to your imaginal activity, but if you engage in it with emotion, it will get established and continue to exist, eventually manifesting in the real world. It is useless to try to modify your real-world conditions before changing your imaginal activities. You must alter your imaginal activity, which is the only thing that causes you to live, in order to change someone. If you choose to reject the information your senses give you, you can imagine anything and believe in anything. Persistent and firm imagination will produce its own reality. Every single element in your external reality was first made up. Your current situation might have only been a dream before. Even though it looks like a subjective state that only lives in your head, you may bring that state to life in your reality by changing your mental picture of them and fully embodying the desired condition. The collection of mental conditions, collectively known as cause, is what happens when the thing that the cause indicates does. You become the cause of your chosen reality by creating and fully embodying the mental state that implies it. Your perspective of the world and the experiences you have in it are shaped by your thoughts and beliefs. In conclusion, our thoughts and beliefs influence how we perceive the world and the experiences we have in it, rather than only being the product of our imagination. You must recognize that you have the ability to construct your reality in order to subjectively take control of what currently exists inside of you and change it into an objective reality. To create the reality you want, you must harness the power of your imagination and beliefs. By firmly embodying the desired condition in your imagination, you become its cause. Thinking something continuously and with conviction will produce its own reality. In our daily lives, the power of imagination is sometimes underrated. We frequently limit our belief to that which we can see or understand using our senses and intellect. But reality is far more complex than first appears. The Word of God, which is an imaginative act accompanied by faith, is said to have created the world according to the Bible. This implies that things that are visible were created from those that are invisible. Our world is created by the power of imagination, which is a subjective appropriation of an objective hope. We share our imaginal activity with others when we talk about our wants. They will remember our need if we tell them we need a job, and they will remember our imagined creative effort if we subsequently tell them we found one. As a result, we ought to be careful how we express our desires and concentrate on getting the results we want. We should not be frightened to test our imagination because it has the potential to drastically alter our life. The world may be skeptical, but imagination has repeatedly shown to be effective. It is not worthwhile to worry about what other people may think because the benefits it can bring to our life are enormous. We shouldn't let other people's ideas prevent us from exploring the virtually endless possibilities that creativity may provide. It is simple to think that we are constrained, unwelcome, overlooked, and abused in life. We frequently base our opinions about ourselves and the world we live in on what we read or see on social media. We must keep in mind, nevertheless, that the only thing responsible for the phenomena of life is our imagination. If we accept the horrors of the world as they are depicted in the media, then our acceptance keeps the evils going. We must be aware of the mental pictures we carry and concentrate on the beneficial results we want to produce. Humans have a propensity to be influenced by reports of scarcity or shortages. We frequently become engulfed in the panic and begin stockpiling stuff we don't even need when there is a shortage of a certain commodity, fuel, or even an oncoming financial disaster. This automatic response is a product of our apprehension of the future and the unknown. We lose sight of the wider picture because we are so preoccupied with defending ourselves against the imagined threat. We overlook the fact that our imaginations have the capacity to alter reality. The Bible warns us not to allow our hearts be worried and not to be afraid. There wouldn't be a need for psychologists or psychiatrists if fear could be cured. Although fear is a normal feeling, we must learn to manage it so that it does not overpower us. Fear prevents us from achieving our full potential by keeping us mired in a loop of uncertainty and pessimism. To create the reality we want, we must learn to harness the power of our imagination. From the clothes we wear to the space we are in, everything around us was once only a concept in someone's head. We have been able to build the contemporary world in which we currently live thanks to the power of imagination. Realization is driven by imagination, according to the underlying tenet. We may unleash our ability to construct our own reality and influence the world around us by realizing the value of imagination. What constitutes fiction is not imagination tomorrow will be a fact of today. A book that is now written as a work of fiction is the product of the author's imagination and will one day become fact. We can locate today's facts if we have a good memory or a solid research system. Because not every thought is written down, not every fact is recorded. Every person has an imagination, and a man who feels wrongly imprisoned and wants to exact revenge will destabilize the world since everything is interconnected by a divine law. Because you and he are one despite the mask he wears, we are unable to halt the forest that arises from someone who is daydreaming. Because we fantasize while we think, it is important for us to become conscious of our thoughts. We can only steer a true route to our specific destination after that. Yet, if we lose sight of that goal, we can and will allow other people's appearances to affect us. But if we keep our thoughts focused on staying in our destination, we cannot fail. Our journey starts at the point where it comes to an end. When we express our desires to others, we shouldn't strive to provide them with the means to achieve them, as neither we nor they are aware of them. They should hear us inform them that we have what we want by simply stating what we desire. They can't replace that concept with what we want to be if we try to explain how our desire would be satisfied in their minds. We frequently discuss our issues and like telling stories about them, so we find it difficult to accept that all it takes is for us to express our desires properly. Yet, if we truly think that our thoughts shape our reality, we won't ever allow ourselves to wallow in our troubles, because we would understand that by doing so, we only serve to make them worse. Success is a reflection of one's inner state of being as much as the outcome of external influences. Those who have been extremely successful in life have done so by exhibiting the traits and behaviors of success. They are able to acknowledge and value the people who have helped them succeed by keeping this attitude, even though they might not have been aware of it at the time. Their steadfast faith in there. I appreciate you watching this video. I hope it was both interesting and enjoyable for you. If so, kindly click like and subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this one. To ensure that you never miss a video, don't forget to press the notification bell. Please feel free to post any questions or comments in the section below. I always like hearing from you, and I'll try to get back to everyone.